Ronnee Strickland shares business tips for Gen Z. Ronnee Strickland says one way to get ahead in business and rise to the top of your field is to pay attention to what younger generations have to say about it, as they have recently been seen as the future leaders of our world's economic growth. As millennials begin to retire, the next generation of businesspeople comes into play with Gen Z. This new generation has plenty of unique characteristics that make them different from the previous generations, and some of those differences will pose challenges when running your own business. Ronnee Strickland has been doing business in the startup world for years, and she has more than 10 years of experience working with young people who are growing businesses and trying to discover their place in the corporate world. To help Gen Z entrepreneurs succeed, Ronnee shares 8 basic tips that will help them to build their businesses. Business tips they can use now while they're still in school, as well as tips they can keep in mind as they start to get serious about building their futures now that school's over and they're on their own. Before you can start a business, you need to have an end goal in mind. What are you hoping to achieve? How much capital do you want to make? Once you have a goal, you can start making a plan to reach it. That plan may include starting your own company or finding a job with someone else. For example, if your goal is to work for yourself and be self-employed, then you'll need to figure out what skill set and experience you currently have that could translate into running your own company. It can be easy to get bogged down in the day-to-day details of operating a company. But if you want your business to be successful, it's important to stay focused on the future. That means establishing goals and creating strategies to accomplish them. The future is always unknown, but that doesn't mean you can't make plans and set goals. As a young entrepreneur, Ronnee Strickland says that it's important to stay focused on what you want to achieve. If you're constantly looking back at your past mistakes, you'll never move forward. So keep your eyes on the prize and don't let anything get in your way. The essential investment you can make is in yourself. Your business will only be as successful as you are, so it's crucial to invest in your own development. Get a coach, read books, attend seminars, do whatever it takes to continue growing as a person. When you're better, your business will be better. You need to grow if you want your company to grow. If this is true for any other profession, it's even truer with entrepreneurship. You have to push yourself outside of your comfort zone and find ways that work best for you and your business growth. And when all else fails, give up something else instead of giving up on what matters most, yourself. The business world is always changing, and if you want to stay ahead of the competition, you need to keep up with the latest technology. That means investing in new hardware and software, as well as staying up to date on industry trends. With so many advancements in tech coming out every day, it's hard to keep track of what's best for your company. That's why it's crucial to invest in a top IT service provider who can make sure your business has everything it needs when it comes to technology. As a self-made businesswoman, Ronnee Strickland says that it's also important to be an active participant in social media. Having a presence on Facebook, Twitter, and other networks lets you communicate directly with your customers, find more prospects by promoting your brand online, and get valuable feedback from consumers. The ability to think critically and do research are important skills for any business owner. You need to be able to assess a situation and make decisions based on your findings. Additionally, you should always be learning and investigating new things in your industry so that you can keep up with the latest trends. A good place to start is by reading blogs or books written by people who have been successful at what they do.